So if you don't know about Opulenza, or you stumbled on this call and you're like, what is this? And even if you might know these ladies, I want to make sure you know them again, because this is such a unique business and foundership and ownership that they need some props. And we want to thank you guys for being on the call this morning or this evening, wherever you're at. So we have Julie Seals and Jody Lavco on the call. They're our co-owners. They own this baby 100% self-funded. That means there's no investors, no outside anything. They have an uncompromising view on the jewelry, which is good.
Yes.
And and they care about the business. They care about blessing people in the business. Most importantly, that's what we're all here for. And they have integrity on not only how we run the business, but also the product and making things right and doing good by our field and our affiliates and everyone. So I'm just proud to be here with you guys. So thank you, Julie and Jody.
Oh,
And they're
thank
probably,
you.
Thank you.
I think you might be a little tiny square or a big square. I don't know how it's going to look on Zoom, but I hope it's a big square. So let's talk about the Canadian opportunity. So as you know, we are launching affiliates in Canada. What that means is it's a one level only, a referral program. That's all it is. You refer somebody, you get a commission. Now, we as a company in the United States are like network marketing. We have direct sales. So you have multiple levels that you can earn and build a team on, which is great, right? We're not there yet with Canada. So our first step is affiliate, because when we look at the business, what's so exciting is we're hitting stage 2 in this map, which is our scale stage. That's like, hang on, the rocket's going. It's going to be bumpy. You might go a little bit, but we're going to have fun. So
Yeah.
we're right here on the map. And that's where you come into play. You are a piece of that part that's going up, okay? So we have 7 years. The ladies for 7 years have solidified the product, the artisans, the team, the warehouse, the process. Like they've got it, like it's all figured out. It's good. Like we're doing really good. So now it's time to just pour some sprinkle dust on it and get it to go even faster with my new intern, PJ. I know. So what I'm going to do is just go through some quick Q&As, like frequently asked questions. The biggest one that we want you to know, so you don't feel surprised, is that we are shipping still from a US warehouse. That means, and our product is made in artisans around the world. They're not made in the United States artisans. We have artisans all over the place. So with Canada, since our product is made outside the United States and we're shipping it to Canada, they want duty. We can't get around it. They want their duty. And so you'll see duties in the shipping column. Now, if you're on mobile, if you or your customer is on mobile, it'll just say shipping and like $102. They're going to panic. They're like, what? $102 for shipping? But we want you to know on desktop, as you can see, it's lined out that it's not shipping. You have duties, which we can't control, taxes, depending on your province. You guys know that part. That's, oof, like 15% taxes in some of those provinces.
Yeah.
Yowzas. And
Right.
then we're doing just a flat shipping fee of $19.99 USD. And we're not making money off of any of that. We want to make sure you know Canada's not being nice right here, and we're trying. But the only way to get through this is to get enough volume so we can have a little warehouse in Canada and just get started there. That's what we have to do, okay? So I want you to know this is what the breakdown looks like for your shopper when they're shopping. So my order here is 398 US dollars, and we'll talk about that, about currency. And the shipping shows is 102. As you can see on the left side, it's all detailed out. So that is, it will come out to 500 USD. Now, if you're a person that thinks you're going to have a whole lot of shoppers, you are welcome to pool your orders if you want and put them in one order so there's less shipping, taxes, and duty, and then ship it to you and you deliver. That's an option. We're okay with that if you want to do that. So just want you to know it's an option to work around it for now. Now, every product purchased here forward is covered by a 3-year warranty on defects. 3 years. We know that product is chef's kiss. It's perfect. And our artisans are so good. We've had them for 7 years. We know it's good stuff. But if in the off chance something happens, we stand behind it. We've got you taken care of, okay? We will accept returns up to 120 days. Now, shipping is not covered or reimbursed because of the shipping issue, okay? So if they ship something to us and they have to pay for that, and it's a return and it qualifies, they will get store credit for the item. So in this example of the purchase here, they would get $398 of store credit. Okay. Okay. So, oh, I want to talk about the US dollar real quick. We are going to be able to show prices in CAD, Canadian dollar, shortly, because we're on a Shopify platform. And with their platform, you can only switch currency if you use their payment processor. That's good business. They're smart with that one. And we know how important that is. And so we're going to switch. We're going to switch our payment processor. And that's going to take a bit. It's going to take about a month or so, but we're going to do that. And then when that happens, you'll be able to see the prices in CAD, which is really cool. Yeah. So we're excited about that. So if you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments if you're here on the Zoom. And if you're not, and if you're in the comments, you can still comment questions. We will follow up and answer and help, okay? All right. So the last bit is, we're just excited to work with you. We know it starts with one person. It starts with that one person, like Linda and Leanne. That one person can change so many lives. While we're not there yet, I want you to know our goal is to be this in Canada, okay? By next year, by the end of next year, probably, not beginning, but that's our goal. We want to actually have a presence and serve you in a big way by having a warehouse. Oh, thanks for viewing in Canada. Well, you're welcome. Oh, okay. It's being mean to me. So that is our end goal. We need you. We need your help. And that is the thing we're all working for. And we appreciate your help and understanding, especially with all the taxes and duty issues. Not fun, but we're going to do everything we can to make this happen and hopefully take a big, gorgeous shot of our team in Canada. Now, this team that you're looking at, just so you know, is a US team, and we have an incredible community and can't wait to bring it up to Canada. So that's the basics of the questions. Now, we do have some people on here. We have a few. We have Linda and Leanne, I believe. Hey, gals, do you have any questions I can help with?
Not at the moment. I mean, the shipping is the biggest thing for me. But if they have to return and all that stuff, it's a little bit daunting.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. I mean, most of my clients are very excited because I'm very excited. However, it is with our exchange and then all that on top of it, it's going to be pretty challenging unless somebody just has the love of the product. So I was hoping to kind of get some of the product beforehand so that I could show them the quality, because, you know, that is really what sells it. And that's what sold it for me when we were in Sopata. So it's yeah, so I see how troubling it can be for you guys, but I know you'll probably be working as diligently as you can. And the taxes here are just crazy.
They are.
So Linda, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
So generally, I mean, we're in an era where we are all shopping from all over, whether it's the United States, another country, what have you. And my question to you is, are you one of those shoppers? Do you have friends that are some of those shoppers who purchase from the United States? And what kind of comfortability or are they used to as far as shipping costs?
to be quite honest with you, I have not really engaged in too much of shopping in the US because of my dollar and what I earn for a living. Um, yeah, I don't know that a lot of the customer base that I have or that I'm thinking of are big shoppers in the US. So it's hard for me to really give you a really educated answer on that right now. I mean, I've just started spreading the word. I will continue to spread the word, and it's just a matter of, again, I think it's just seeing the product. So it'll be me sort of reaching out and grabbing some things myself to show, and get more confidence gained by that.
And I bet they miss the sterling silver, right?
They really do.
They do.
Well, and you know
It
what?
is
They just
beautiful.
they miss the camaraderie of it all. They miss the party model of it all. I mean, I had such
Yeah.
great hostesses, and you know, they're still wearing it and still loving it and remembering all the times we've had. So, you know, I talked to them about reaching out to you. When you guys first started, I reached out when you had your Instagram page and asked if you would be ever coming to Canada because I was really excited to see it up and running. And you did say not at the moment.
Working on it.
However,
Yeah, we went
Well, you
slow
know-
and steady. We really did. We really wanted to make sure we were crossing T's and dotting I's and just being careful.
yes,
Because it was one thing being a representative, and it's way different, you know, being the owner of the company. But
correct,
you know,
correct.
yeah,
No, I can only
It's been a
imagine
good
the
ride.
challenges you face, but my goodness, look at you now. This is awesome.
Thank you.
And Linda, what were your thoughts, and Liam, what were your thoughts when Jess said, you know, putting orders together? Because I had Ingrid put 3 things in a cart and it was only $2 more. So like if you had 5 to 10, if you hostess coached and said,
Doing a
hey,
party.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can do this, but you know, we'll split it up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would think it would depend on how, you know, that would mean I would be able to have to get the product to them. So it just depends on
Or
sort
give
of
it to your
where.
hostess, like a lot of the party plan do. They make the hostess deliver. Because I
Oh,
remember
that's good.
that was my
Yes.
I would always be like, huh, I don't want to do that.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
it's an
But
option. I mean, that's the
I
way
think it's a good option to begin with, to be honest, because I know that women, even when I was doing the other party models before, they didn't always like paying separate shipping. They thought it would be great to just have it come to the hostess,
Yeah.
and
right.
then
They were used to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they would actually branch out, and you know, they would make arrangements on how to pick it up, and so it'd be another party to open it up. So
Right,
some of my
right.
hostess did that. Well, I mean, it wasn't that wasn't the model, but they would everybody would get their stuff and they'd open it up together. So that was kind of
See,
the
that seems
Oh,
like
excitement.
so
that's
much fun
fun.
to me. Yeah.
I did
It's
that in
like
my
a second
Tupperware
party.
days.
Yeah,
Back in the Tupperware days.
That's
huh?
how we did
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
And I wanted to just tell you too, as far as the returns go, I remember before I even came on corporate, I was a hostess for one of our reps. And I said, what's a return policy like? She goes, because that was the thing with Zapata that I was getting really tired of. I had a bunch of uplines who had left. All their customers were coming to me for those lifetime warranties, and I wasn't getting paid for it, right?
Yeah.
But, and then they closed. So it was mute.
Yeah.
But so I asked one of our reps, I said, well, what's the return like? Is that, ugh? And she's like, oh no. She goes, honestly, Jody is so good. If something looks like it came from the artisans and it's breaking a lot, she pulls it.
Yeah.
And so there is that. It's not like with Zapata. They do
Yeah.
really keep an eye on, Jody keeps a good eye on things.
Yeah, and I didn't really have a lot of trouble in that respect with the jewelry in that way. I mean, they were very I mean, they did back their product up pretty good, I have to say. I mean, I
Well,
was in it for 6 years, so
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
it
I had
was it
Customer
was a
run
good
her
part of my
earrings.
life. Yeah. Yeah.
I go, can you
Mostly-
return this?
Mostly it's going to be probably ring sizes.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what we
that
see.
would be the
these
hard
days.
part.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tricky one to make sure that people could gauge. And besides that, it was also, you know, the width of the band, you know, you'd have to go up a size, you know, if it was a thinner band, you could maybe down a size, but I mean, generally they were pretty good because of I always had the ring sizers with me.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, worst case scenario, it's real sterling silver and you can have it
Yes.
resized for like $20 usually. So
Yes.
like when I got this ring from the girls, I was like, well, I might have to get it resized. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Because it's a thick
Yeah.
band. And I
Yeah.
was like,
That's what
oh
I mean.
no.
Yeah.
But it fit
Yeah, that's
perfect,
exactly.
It
thankfully.
Yep.
fit perfect though. Yeah.
Yeah, your
Mhm.
sizing was perfection, ladies.
Good.
Leanne,
Good.
how are you doing? Hon?
Yes,
You have a
I'm good. I'm good, thanks. I love what I just heard. So,
Okay.
so fast forward to the end, and I was going to send in a list of questions, but you answered them all, so that's great.
Okay.
I guess, so thrilled you guys are coming to Canada. We've all watched your success, and we're very congratulations on how well it's done. And I think we've
Those
all been
girls.
asking behind the scenes, when are you coming to Canada? When are you shipping to Canada? When's it
Yeah.
happening? So it's all great news. There absolutely is a demand for the product. There absolutely is a demand for the home parties, right? So you're right on the mark, and the timing's probably perfect. The opportunity, the challenge, I hate to say challenge, but is
Yes.
we are into this. We need to show you that there's the demand for the orders.
I
But
know.
we are coupled with the exchange rate and the way it presents on an order. And I think I was the one that sent you the note and said,
Yep.
okay, so
know.
is this right? Like, is this right?
Yeah.
So back to the question you asked, because I do shop different places and things come up, and sometimes you don't even know you're shopping in the US, right? You see something, and my kids
Right.
are the thing. My kids will end up being the one shopping in the US, and I'll get it on the credit card and go, what did you just buy?
What is that?
So I think it is quite transparent for a lot of our clients and customers. People are shopping, right? So I'm not worried about the fact that there's a charge. It's helping educate them to what the charge is all about, what it looks like. So that's great that it's different on a desktop than on the phone. And helping them understand that if the ultimate goal is to get a warehouse into Canada, where that will change, that this is short-term pain for long-term gain,
Yes.
right? And so
Yes.
it's so we can manage that. That is something we can manage with communication. We can manage it with bulk orders. We can bring product in. We can sell off tables. There's different ways you can do that, right? So that's
Leanne, you are
you just
speaking my language, lady.
we
Absolutely.
can't do that forever,
No,
right?
gosh,
But we
no.
can absolutely make it work, right? And again, I'm close to a border, and that's why I think I'd ask the question around, can US clients order through us, right?
Yeah.
So my husband travels to the US quite a bit, so it's like, okay, so honey, you're going to be bringing back jewelry for me, right? So
There you go.
and so
I
how
need
do
a
we
honey like that.
yeah, so how do we get it into people's hands creatively, so we
That could
can
be a
come up
whole
with
business, American honeys for Canadian wives who are shopping.
but
Hey, how
love
about honeys for American wives?
Okay.
yeah, love the fact that you're already talking about a Canadian warehouse, because that is the long-term
That's
solution
the
to these.
solution, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Back to the question around what customers is, if you look at, I think if I look at different places where people are shopping, I think they bury it, right? They're burying the duty. It doesn't
Putting in
jump
the
out at
price.
you on your screen
Yep.
in other places like it does
Yep.
on that. So,
Yep.
and I'm not saying that you should change that, because I think transparency is a good thing, but it is a bit shocking.
Yep.
It's reality, but other companies are burying it in prices.
Yep.
And
They have
Nice.
so you can have dynamic pricing. I mean, that's the whole game, right? So
Yeah.
in dynamic pricing, you can tell where someone's coming from. Have they looked at it before? What will make them buy? Like all of that trickery. But
Yeah.
also the biggest thing is that since we have these artisans that are super high quality and amazing, we don't pay $1 for a piece. Like we're paying US dollars quite a bit for a piece of jewelry. So our markup is not that much, really, considering we're a direct sales brand, and nothing like, I mean, usually it's about 10x when you buy from any major retailer. I was in retail before, in e-com. We 10x'd everything. That's the standard model. And we don't here at all. So
Okay.
that's part of the margin issue, because we work with artisans who are paid fair and not taken advantage of. So that's
Right.
another part of the education process, right?
Yeah.
Is the artisan and the value of that.
Value of it. Yeah. I mean, it's
And that's also Julie and Jody, their whole mission statement was to bless others, not just the field,
take
not just
advantage.
corporate, but the artisans as well. They have built
Yeah.
relationships with these artisans. And so, they're kind of,
No, we take care of our people. Like that's
Equal
just-
opportunity givers.
So what might be helpful for us if as we're trying to sort of kickstart this off the ground. I don't know how many orders you've had yet from Canada. I don't know what our success rate looks like yet, just from even your American, your existing representatives, how they're doing with orders. So it'll be interesting to get feedback. But for those of us that are new to the jewelry, is information like, what are your top sellers? So if we are going to order, and if we are going to order and bring things across border that we
Good.
don't want to return, and we want a high probability of being able to sell off a table, it'd
There
be
you
really
go.
helpful to know
Right.
what those. If you were putting a kit
It's
together
smart.
for us,
Mhm.
what would you put in? What would you put in a kit for me today? To say, take these. Here's a 10-piece kit. Here's a 20-piece kit. Here's a 50-piece kit. I can pretty well assure you that if you put those on your table, they're going to sell, right? And
We could even, you know, we do a lot of Zoom trainings. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just
Okay,
thought
no,
of
no.
this and went, you know, we could do a Zoom training with you just to show you, you know, a lot of the girls are just doing Zooms and showing the quality. So you could see the pieces and then you could decide which piece you loved because you know what it's like. I went to Boston and I said, oh, these pearls, nobody would wear these pearls. I'm from
Right.
California. And she goes, I love these pearls. And she sold 3 of them that night. And I was like,
Love pearls. We love pearls.
Well,
That's
and
the
that's
hard
another
part.
great, I'm sorry, Ames.
That's the hard part about doing a kit. I'd rather show you guys on a Zoom and let you pick some of those pieces because
Yeah.
you'll sell what you love, you know?
Right.
And that's why we moved our kits, Leanne. They used to be set kits, but we actually moved it to a shopping spree. So you can choose the pieces that
You get to
Build
choose
your
your
table.
own.
you know your people will want. Like if you have
Okay.
girls that you know, I have a turquoise lovers, those turquoise lovers, and you know you can sell it in a second, you know?
Turquoise.
From a
Speaking of turquoise, yeah. We've
Yeah,
got this
and I-
cool bracelet. This is turquoise beads and it's painted gold around the
Yeah.
edge of the
Okay.
bead. With a big
14 karat
square-
gold.
Yeah, a big square. Is that I guess it's like a
Freshwater.
pearl.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then matching earrings.
You know what's
they're
bummer?
beautiful.
Zoom has the worst quality. Like it's coming up.
They
fuzzy.
do.
But Leanne and Linda, we have replays available on the website where Julie's on every Friday doing live selling, like Home Shopping
Okay.
Network live selling. And you
Yeah.
can purchase while watching her
While
online.
watching me.
And it's
Yeah.
crystal
Okay.
clear. It's beautiful. So that is-
OpulenzaDesigns.com, and you just go
Mhm.
there, and every Friday at noon Central. So I'm not sure what that is where you guys are, but it's a great way to see the jewelry up close. And I mean, it's great.
Start making a wish list.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
also like-
we're going to be launching new collections monthly. So
Yeah.
this is another new development because our first month of doing that is going to be here in May, actually. So it's really exciting. So every month we're going to be pumping out new product.
Yes.
Excellent.
New.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Keeping
Leanne, I
everybody
like
what you said.
excited.
So I think as affiliates, we're going to end up probably and I'm not saying absorbing but getting group orders or getting bulk
Yes.
orders in to be able
Yes.
to put it on the table to get people excited about it, right?
sure.
And
And
That's
you
what
even
I would do.
suggested selling off of your table, which is a fantastic idea. I mean,
Yeah.
that will
Yeah.
certainly cut down on
That's true.
cost of
Yep.
that.
right. And so
Oh, and you know,
whether
I just have to think about what you'd like to
She
see.
just wants to show you.
Well, I just want to
Yeah.
show the
but
jewelry.
I
'cause it's
would
so
I would
pretty.
still love to get again from your you know
Mhm.
what you
Oh,
would
yeah, we have a
consider based
list.
on sales
Yeah.
your
Oh,
top
yeah.
pieces are, right? Because that would be a great place for us to start. If I'm going to put in a big order in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather kind of go with what's true and
Yeah.
tested.
For sure.
And
You know what, Leanne?
Yeah, every month we in our newsletter we have our top 10 pieces that sold that month. You know, so
yeah,
that would
perfect.
be
Yeah,
the
that's
first
exactly.
place we started. And it's
Yeah.
So I'm going
Um,
to, now that you said that, Leanne, we do a be in the know, usually in the 5th, depending on what day it falls on. It's going out tonight. Is it tonight? I think.
tomorrow morning, I think.
Tomorrow morning. But anyway, I will do a different version minus all of the stylist direct sales stuff. So you guys have those updates as well.
Okay. That's perfect.
That's the
And then
great
again, the only other thing I can think of again, and I know it's probably a tough thing to do, but again, for affiliates, I know we can't buy a starter package because we're not at the representative stage yet. But if there is something you can think of where if we put in an order of X number of dollars, is there an opportunity to get some type of like first time
Oh.
discount to get launched or something
Okay.
that would
Great
allow
idea.
us an opportunity to, use that
Ah.
as our business expense and put the
Yeah.
pieces on the table and get going. Because I think if you have people joining that are just going to do it for fun, they're probably not going to do
Mhm.
that. But for
Yeah.
the
Right.
people that are going to try and really help you get those Canadian orders to get you the warehouse,
Yes.
anything that you can do to sort of help get those pieces for us on the table would be great.
That we will definitely create something. I'll tell you that. So we'll work through the
Okay.
numbers. We'll think of something and it would be like a one-time,
Yeah.
get what you need. That's a great idea for sure. So
Yeah.
we'll figure out something for sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we're excited. We
That's
want
good.
the warehouse. So what do we have to do? How many
What do you
Canadian
gotta
orders do you
do?
need to get to the warehouse?
Leanne, what part of Canada are you in? What province?
Ontario.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Me
13.
too.
Yeah, the worst.
Is that
The
13 or
tax-
15?
taxes.
Linda, where are you?
I'm in Ontario as well, just close
Oh,
to Toronto.
The
Yeah.
taxes.
Yeah,
That's
they're
low.
killing
I
us.
know our taxes.
They're
I know
killing
it's
us.
much better out west than it is here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you so, so, so much. And
Yes,
know
You're
that
welcome.
we're here. We'll get back to you guys on some kind of discount situation for that first order to help you get started. And it means the world to us that you're helping and we appreciate you.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
excited.
Okay,
Again,
thank you.
congratulations to you
Thrilled
guys.
that you
You've done a great
joined
job.
us. Thank
Yeah.
you.
We're
Thank
getting
you so
there.
much.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
Good night, guys.
Thanks,
Good night,
everybody.
girls. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.